I'm beginning my last walk in Calbayog City. The building's 6 years at the most, probably. It looks like it's 30 years old. Glass garage doors. The Zumba crowd is all dressed in black today. I just recorded that little kid begging, and the girl gave him looked like a bag of water and some pesos. I'm beginning my last walk in Calbayog City. You gotta watch where you're walking. I broke my knee. Anyway, I figured out what I was going to talk about on the way in. Because when we left home, maybe 25 minutes ago, it was still kind of dark. Landmine. And there's people on the road with no damn lights. I'm not talking about pedicab drivers, I'm talking about tricycles and trucks and cars. People driving with no lights and pedestrians. But as we were leaving the village, I noticed that I had to dodge a lot of dogs and cats. Dogs will lay in the middle of the road and they won't move unless you're right on top of them. So you gotta really watch out. And kids play on the roads here. Kids have no fear of traffic or cars or whatever. No fear. Well, that's what I'm going to talk about. Things will piss you off while living in the Philippines. Number one is probably idiot drivers. There's some good drivers here. Well, a lot of skilled drivers. But sometimes they just lack the common sense. Like driving with no lights in the dark. Just earlier in the week, there was a, I just heard this yesterday. I don't know if I was a husband and wife, 2 kids. On a motorcycle, hit by something head on. I don't know what they hit, but something hit them head on, wiped out the whole family. It's crazy. But we hear stories like that every day. Every day. I don't know what we're selling here. But morning. And here's the Calbayog Cathedral. Something going on there early already. Looks like it's under renovation. The place is quite old. I don't know how old it is, but looks to be probably close to 75 years old or more, maybe. The main part of the cathedral might be older than that. Coming up on the place where I usually get my hair cut. It's called Rhea's Hair Cutters. Pedicure, manicures, massages, haircuts. I was going to get a massage today before we leave, but I think I'll wait till I get to Manila.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine.
You just out for a walk? Yeah, me too.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Or as they say here, I'm but.
Just be careful.
Yeah, yeah, be careful. Always. Yep.
Always be careful for the dogs.
The dogs, huh? Yeah.
See ya.
Bye. You said always be careful for the dogs. That brings up the old saying. Let sleeping dogs lie. Okay, back to what pisses me off here in the Philippines. What pisses anybody off is the people on the roads. Another thing that pisses me off is stuff like this. Just abandoned vehicles, trash, litter, People take no pride in. I think every one of these cars are probably not working. I would doubt it very seriously. Most of them all got flat tires. So, abandoned. And Terry asked me the other day, she said, I don't see no abandoned cars here. So I go here. Just don't see, when cars get abandoned here, they get pretty well stripped. So I'm guessing the tires get used for something, the metal gets recycled. Not a recycler, you'll collect scrap metal. Let's put the cases on it. Let's tear a car apart. So you don't see a lot of abandoned vehicles here. But I've never seen a building before. Fairly new. Okay, so the trash, litter, that kind of pisses you off. The thing that pisses me off the most is animal abuse. Animal abuse here is it's like in your face. Happens everywhere. Good morning. You can see a dog tied up. Right there. I don't know if you can see the dog. He's got about a 3-foot chain on him. Probably can't even get to his water bowl. My brother-in-law is guilty of this up in Margolis. He's got a dog in a cage, and the primary function of that dog is an alarm system. That's it. Not considered a family member. He's an alarm. But anyway, they'll be tied up on a 3-foot leash. Can't get to the water bowl. In the heat, no shade. If you really look, if I go this way. Yeah. No shade. Urban Cafe. I had no idea this was here. Back to animals. I did a video the other day of the cockfights in the village. I don't know if you've seen that video. You'll catch a guy in the video kicking at a dog as he walks by. Or he actually didn't kick the dog, but he threatened to kick the dog. But that's common. They just, rather than to shoo the dog away, they kick him in the head. That's why that fellow just told me this morning. He says, don't trust the dogs. Watch out for the dogs, because you never know. There's nothing worse than a killing another dog. Hey there. Glass garage doors. 2 cars. This is what people need to drive. These little things, these Wegos. I got a friend that's got one. Went to his house yesterday. And we got a Mitsubishi. A couple bikes. Parted out. They'll disappear eventually. This is Rosales. It's a boulevard. Anyway, some of the streets can be pretty narrow. And parking is always a problem. There's just not much room to park on these streets. Okay. Yeah, clean up. Walk down that way. So, traffic, kids and dogs in the streets, animal abuse. Oh, one other thing I need to point out. When people build stuff here, It all looks really nice and neat and clean and fine and dandy and all that stuff. But it never gets maintained. I did a video maybe last summer about the Siriaco Hotel here in Calbayog. It was a 5-star hotel when it first opened. It quickly became a 4-star and then a 3-star. And then, morning. And last I heard it was well, by the looks at it, it's like a half-a-star hotel. I wouldn't even stay there. This is the richest church in the country. Church of Christ. Filipino Church of Christ. But they have the nicest properties. They've got the most money. They got more money than the Catholic Church does, that's for sure. Where they get it, I'll never know. Every Church of Christ that I see in the Philippines is nice and maintained. Well, what we're talking about maintenance and building. Everything is ill maintained with the exception of the Church of Christ. But anyway, people will build a resort, they'll build a new house. Oh God, I'm gonna walk the sun behind me. But that's okay. I could get over here in the shady part of the street. But people build a new house, and I speak to a couple of foreigners I know that have built big fancy houses. I think they don't realize that they took on more than they're getting, a bit too. Live band every Thursday to Sunday. Aesthetic. Huh. Oh, beer. Didn't know that place was there either. But anyway, back to building these big fancy houses. I got one friend here that built a 2-story mansion. Huge yard, landscape, pool, bathhouse. So what he doesn't realize, in about 8 to 10 years, he's going to be wishing he could turn that money tap off. Because repairs here in the Philippines, oh my gosh, the heat and humidity here will just tear things up. Everything needs to be repainted on a regular basis. Things will rust. Concrete will deteriorate. The closer you are to the ocean, the more saltier content, the faster concrete surfaces will erode and deteriorate. So to have a great big house, it's going to be a money pit after a while. It's going to be hard to keep up. Terry and I built our house. It was small, just a bungalow, 2 bed, 2 baths. Well, I thought, I don't want stairs. I don't want to be climbing the stairs at my age. I want something that's going to be manageable and easier to maintain. Square footage wise, our house is about 1,450 square feet. Not that big. Well, it came from a 2,000 square foot house in the States. And we built an investment home in the States on a golf course there. It was 5,400. Let's take a walk this way. Talk down to the general hospital. Anyway, big houses aren't all they're cracked up to be. So the house that we built here was 1,450 square feet, just enough for 2 of us. Then we expanded the outdoors area, which I think Terry's starting to regret it because she thinks it's a lot to maintain. It's just all concrete and paint. We're going to need a lot of paint to spruce that place up. This is a place called Sigma Apartments. Over the years, this place is a lot of foreigners staying here. Good morning. We've got a lot of friends living here. Like this corner unit right here. A friend of mine's father used to live there. And I think this is it. Good morning. Well, maybe that's not it. But I think he paid something like $250 to $300 a month. But they're fairly well maintained. I guess if I was going to live in Calbayog, this would be the place to try to get an apartment. They just let me walk in. Usually they got a guard at the gate. I think old Pete Frederickson used to live in this place right here. It's actually two units that have been combined. I think these two doors right here. The one unit I think it was been opened up, so it was quite large. I'm not sure what Pete paid for renting that place, but I've been there a couple times. A little tight with a car in here. Some of these areas, I guess you have to park in the designated parking areas. I used to know somebody lived in here too. One of these units. They're smaller. But let's head back out. From painting to repairs to maintaining air conditioning units, nothing is maintained here. Filipinos are notorious for building something nice and just letting it run itself into the ground. Air conditioning units, for example. You go into a place, the air conditioning is all working. If they ain't blowing cold air anymore, and upon close inspection, you'll see water dripping out of the unit. It's either clogged up. There's probably no freon left in the system. Just not putting out any cold air. That's interesting. Rocks in a cage. There's a wall. You have to find a bunch of rocks. But there's some parking spots. I guess if you want to live here, you can park there. Anyway, maintenance. Anywhere you go in the Philippines, it's the same way. General hospital, government run hospital. Little cantina here. Because this is a government hospital, it's probably not the place that you want to come to. I had a friend, Peter, who lived in a barangay about a half an hour north, 45 minutes north of here. He got bit by something, and 7 weeks later he was dead. He just got so infected, his body got infected, and I think they actually diagnosed him with sepsis, and he died here at this hospital. There's not much these people can do for you when you're really sick. You need to get out of here. I used to know somebody who worked there years ago. I can't remember anymore. I've met so many people here over the years. Hard to keep track of everybody. The foreigners, they come and go. There's a lot more foreigners here than used to be. When we first got here in 2013, I think I could count all the foreigners on two hands. About 10 of us. There might have been a few stragglers hiding out. There's about 10 of us that usually always communicated and got together and had beers. Today there's a lot more than that. Went to a party yesterday and met, I think, 4 guys I'd never seen before. There's a bunch of them. I think I talked about navigating the sidewalks from time to time. There's ups and downs, and not too many holes anymore. The holes have all been filled up. So, back to maintenance. I would say 2015, just a couple years after we got here. It's a hotel and a department store, and you can always see the roof over the portico roof there, or the front porch. It's just nasty. Hasn't been painted in years. Government buildings are the worst. I mean, we played a game of pickleball on a badminton court the other day, and that badminton court was only just a few years old. Early morning basketball. We took a time out just to say hi to a YouTuber. Back to the game of pickleball we played at the sports complex here in Calbayog. That badminton center was built, I'm going to say it was built in 2017, 2018. Because back in the day when I was here, I was playing tennis with the mayor of Calbayog here. And or with his group of people. And he knew me, I knew him. And I got into a conversation one day with him about building a couple outdoor racquetball courts here. Of course, nobody knew what racquetball is. So I had to put on a little clinic, brought in some rackets and some balls, found me a wall that we could play one wall ball with, showed him some videos. He promised me he'd build me a couple courts. It wouldn't take that much money, just concrete. They already had the flat surface. And someone apparently talked him out of the idea. And before I knew it, he decided he's going to build a badminton court. So anyway, that badminton court has been built. That court, it looks like it's 30 years old. Yeah, we are inside the Calbayog Badminton Center. One court. And this is where we're going to play pickleball as soon as the net arrives. It was painted once. The windows are all, half the windows are inoperable. The front door, half the front door, it's a two-door front door. One door is completely missing. Here's the Super Metro, which is still closed. One door is completely missing. Got a piece of plywood over the opening. The roof is leaking. And like I said, the building's 5-6 years old. 6 years at the most, probably. It looks like it's 30 years old. But and that's typical, especially for government buildings. They'll build something and it'll fall apart. I don't know. They budget money. They spend way too much money building the thing, and then there's no money in the budget to maintain it. Where am I at here? Whew. I don't need that right now. More basketball players. Are you going to play basketball? Yeah. Hey, yeah. You should play pickleball. Pickleball. They'll look at me like, what? Pickleball, what's that? Anyway, yeah, now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, one of the other things that will really get under your skin here, it'll weigh on you, is the fact that nobody speaks English. I'll say it again. Nobody speaks English. I don't mean that literally. Very few people speak English. You know, they'll hear it all the time on some YouTuber channel. Oh, come to the Philippines, everybody speaks English. Well, they don't. You might get around to college town and Manila, Cebu, in some more affluent areas. And generally speaking, anybody that's college educated has a decent command of the English language, and you can almost carry on a conversation with them. Anything less than a college degree on the older population here. I'll give you an example. Good morning. Whew. What is this? Ube cake? What is that?
Cheese buns. Cheese buns.
Cheese
buns.
Oh, is that ube? Is that ube? No? Do you have any ube pandesal? No? You speak English? A little bit? A little bit only? Okay. No ube pendosol. Okay. That's my favorite, ube pendosol. Okay, thank you. She was able to understand simple commands, but she wasn't going to carry on a conversation in English. So I told Terry this morning, we were talking about our trip to Japan last February, March. Japan, she was really surprised at how clean and polite Japan was, and organized, people driving normally. And I made the comment that if I had to choose one country to live in on this planet today, it would be Japan. However, because of the language barrier, that's not going to happen. I'm too old to learn another language. I've tried to pick up 50 pieces of warai. I mean, I can get by in Tagalog, but warai is just the dialect of here, and each of the size. Some people call it Bisaya. It's warai. Actually, here's a Bisaya. The warai is warai. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm just too stubborn to learn another language. All right, here we go. Dog on a leash. That leash is probably not even, just over 3 feet long. You got no water. Where's your water? You got no water? Well, I hate to admit this. I was walking down the street about 5 or 6 years ago. I came across a dog like that. It was in the middle of the daytime. That dog had no shade, full sun. I just unhooked his chain, let him go. I don't care. You'd be an idiot and an asshole to treat an animal like that, and you don't deserve to have an animal. Hope you found a good home somewhere. Hope you were smart enough to run away and find a good home. But anyway, we'll talk about English. Yeah, stuff's falling apart. This is a shop that's in business, but they're closed up. They're not open yet, but just look at it. There's just no maintenance on these buildings. They fall apart. Very common to see here. Anyway, getting back to the English language. You can find people to speak English here, but don't count on it. Even sometimes you go into a pharmacy. Oh, it's not a pharmacy. That's a cash pickup. A lot of times we send money for house maintenance or stuff. This is where the sister picks it up at. But manicure 99, pedicure 149, foot spa, hair and makeup, which I don't need. Haircut with a blow dry, 99 pesos. That would suit me. That's less than $2. In Guam, I think I'm paying 15 to 20 now on base. Morning. Oh. I walked from one end of town and almost back down to the other end, the downtown area anyway. Town is a lot longer, but the downtown area. Hello, kitty cat. I think Terry said something before about eating the Jollibees, and she was done with her good one. After walking a couple kilometers here, I don't know if I should eat. Even okay, since I've been here, I've lost maybe 5 pounds. 5 or 6. If it wasn't for siesta and all the beer I drank, it'd probably be closer to 10. Oh. One of the hints that I suggest to people when they come here, especially to the province, some things are hard to find because the English name doesn't convert to warai. Sometimes it doesn't convert to $2. Take, for example, bungee cord. Everybody in the West pretty much knows what a bungee cord is. Nobody here knows what a bungee cord is. And you could explain it 7 different ways. Oh, this is that place where I showed you before. It's like they're selling and breeding roosters, and I don't know, I think they're just selling roosters. Breeders selling roosters. Things do not translate. Bungee cords. One time I was looking for just a little simple can of lighter fluid. Not butane, but just regular lighter fluid, like Bronson or I don't know what the name brands are. Stuff you put in like a flint lighter with a wick. Lighter fluid. So I went around town for about 2 hours asking people for lighter fluid. I found out the easiest way to do that, and I discovered this a long time ago, otherwise I'd be still crazy, was to take a picture of something. Keep it in your cell phone. That way when you go shopping for something, just show them the damn picture. You'll get a lot farther, save a lot of time, effort, and money. And you'll keep your sanity. So if I need anything in town, I can take a picture of it. I'll download something from the internet. Load it into my phone or snapshot it into my phone. That way when I get to town, I just show them the picture. I need one of these. And I know exactly where to go when I see it. Back to the bungee cord. I bet you I went to 10 different hardware stores just looking for bungee cords, and I described it every which way I could. I ran out of synonyms and adjectives and sign language. I ran out of sign language. And then one of the last stores, the place where I actually found it at, I was standing there asking the lady, trying to describe this bungee cord to her. And I just looked above her and behind her. I just looked above and behind her head, and there it was in the rack, right there. Okay, now here's a leak in the ground. Leaking water main, probably. My bets are that leak will continue for a couple days until the right person notices it. They'll finally put 2 and 2 together and say, hey, it hasn't rained for 2 days. Where's all this water coming from? There's another one. Actually, I think that's not a water leak. I think that's, this might be a sewer line. See all these covers? I think they're access plates to a sewer drainage line, which tells me the sewer is full of water. It's not draining out. Probably because it's full of trash. In any case, nobody will notice that for days until the water becomes a real nuisance. And they'll say, oh, sewer line might be clogged. Let's go check it out. And again, it could be a water line that's filling the sewer up. Oh, look at that. It looks like a Philippine eagle. Not sure. Or a hawk. Good morning. Good morning. A tad shy. She seen me come with the camera. She immediately turned away. Probably waiting for her boyfriend, her secret lover. You never know. But anyway, here's a story of maintenance. This building here was built probably 6 years ago. And this side don't look too bad, but the front facade, I mean, shit's just falling off the building. These windows are pretty much, I don't know what it is. They're just never cleaned. It looks like they painted this up here and splashed it with paint and never cleaned the paint off. That's typical. Another 5 years, this building will be falling apart. It'll look like the Siriaco Hotel. I noticed inside, I was inside the other day, there's tiles that are loose and popped off. You don't know how to lay tile. Something's missing off of here. Cracks, major cracks. These chunks of concrete. This thing is about ready to fall off. In any case, I'm almost out of juice on this battery. I'm going to call it quits on this walk. I'm almost back right there. Once we finish up dancing, we'll go get a bite of Jollibee. That's what she wants. But, I'm here at the Calbayog Police Station. This is the Community Precinct Central. Some guy on the top of that hotel right there. As I was walking by, he yelled vlogger. I think it's like a condo hotel where you can rent by the day, week, month. A visitor or lives there, I don't know. Never met him before. Hey, this car looks from there. Hey, that's my car. I just recorded that little kid begging. He came to the car and I turned away, and then I filmed him. He went at that gate over there across the street, and the girl gave him looked like a bag of water and some pesos. And I'll tell you what he did with it. He walked it over to this girl, and he handed it off to this lady right here. And then she sent him off in that direction to go. Well, it might be his mother. And she sent him off in another direction to beg for more money. So be careful when you give these kids money. A lot of times their parents put them up to it. The Zumba crowd is all dressed in black today. And that's it, they're done. If you still like reading blog articles, you can subscribe at our Patreon link. You'll find that on Facebook and you'll find it on the YouTube channel. So thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching this video. We do hope you enjoyed it. Please help us out by mashing that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. For real-time updates, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and X. And always remember, never give up on a dream. And we'll see you next time.